Hey guys. I'm currently in the hiring process for Celebrity Cruises. There is so much that needs to be done. I thought I would take you with me for anyone who wants to book a cruise ship job and they want to know about the process once you get the offer.
I'm so happy for you. This is incredible. Oh my gosh, congrats. What a year you are having. I'm so excited. I have goosebumps.
I can't believe it. It's been 2 years that I've been trying to get a cruise ship offer. I just want to say this year, first time I auditioned for Celebrity, like 1.5 years ago, I got cut first round. The second time that I tried to audition was this January. It was an invite-only audition. I hadn't received a slot, and because I was just there in London, I thought I would shoot my shot. But unfortunately, the casting director told me and my friend that they couldn't see us because they were overbooked. He told us to come to the next audition, and that was in March, and I went. That trip to London was only for 2 auditions, for Princess Cruises and for Celebrity. I did the Princess audition first, and I got cut from the first round. And after that audition, I told my agent, I think I'm done with cruise ships because I'm tired. I've been to so many auditions. Some of them they kept me until the end, but I never got an offer. And the next day was a Celebrity audition, and I went, stayed until the end, went on their database. Some time passed, and then a couple weeks ago I got a potential offer. It wasn't an offer. It was like, we're considering you for this starting date for this contract. And I just had to wait. And then they didn't take me for that position, but they offered me a different position. I just wanted to film this because right at the point where you're almost ready to give up, if you don't give up, it will happen. The cruise ship itinerary is amazing. So first I received an email with a link where I just had to press accept to accept the offer. That was the very first step. Now, have in mind that this is the hiring process for Celebrity Cruises specifically, because each cruise ship company obviously has its little differences in the way they work. When I accepted the offer, I got like 5 emails with instructions and documents that need to be signed. A lot. This is my list of documents that I have to upload. And before I start uploading documents, I need to fill in my profile. I started from the easy stuff, like the B1, B2 visa, which is the American tourist visa, that I already have because I was in LA 5 years ago and I have it since then. I was trying to upload it and the format didn't work. I had to change the way it's... Anyway, it doesn't matter. I found it. It's just like, this was the easy thing to do, just upload the documents that I already have, and it was difficult. And I haven't even uploaded, like it's uploaded and it's not, I can't save it. I'm pressing save and it's not doing anything. Okay, it wasn't working for such a long time. I refreshed, I uploaded again, pressed saved, nothing. I just left it for a while. And now that I came back to it, it finally worked. We've got US visa uploaded and now passport is uploaded. I've created a folder with all the documents I need to read and sign. This helps me stay organized. I'm also going to print everything so that I have all the documents in hard copy in my hands when I'm on board. Let's start reading and signing. Okay, I've also uploaded Gateway, which is my home airport, and the cruise ship bank. Cruise ships apparently have a bank and you get paid through that. I had to resize my headshot to make it smaller in megabytes so that it could be uploaded slowly but surely. Okay, update. I've also uploaded the social media and business networking sites form that I signed and my vaccination records. I also need to get a police clearance in Cyprus for any form you need to get or anything you need to get done. You need to go there in person. So what I did is I filled in the form requesting it, and I've also written an authorization for my mom to be able to get that document when it's ready. And I'm done for today because my head is hurting. Okay, I lied. I'm also gonna read the contract because I want to. I can't believe I'm reading this. It's the next day. I've just called the clinic that is approved here in Malta for me to do all of my medical checks. There's only one approved clinic in the whole island, but thankfully there is, because in Cyprus there's none. So it's a good thing I'm here. They actually booked me an appointment for this afternoon, which was super quick. So I need to go and print out the form and take it with me. But until then, I tried to call the American embassy to book an appointment for my C1D visa. They say, if you're calling about a visa, press 1. I pressed 1, and then it says, for any visa inquiries, you need to go on the website. We don't answer it through phone. And I'm like, so why do you have a number on the keyboard for visa specifically if you're not gonna help in any way? So I went online and I found the instructions. Basically, I need to fill in a form and then call for an appointment. So I need to fill in all of this information. Okay, I'm going for my medical checks. I printed all my documents. I drank a lot of water. Let's do it. Okay, so yesterday I did my general medical and my drug and alcohol test. Basically, he checked my heart, my eyes, my ears, like everything. And then obviously I had to pee in a cup, which was the first time ever for me. That was weird. But that's done. And then tomorrow morning I'm going back in to do all of my blood tests. There's so many. And I also need to book an appointment for a chest x-ray. And as soon as I have all of that, we're good to go. But the cost, it's gonna be 600 euros for everything. But that's here. I know that in Greece it's cheaper, and I know that in Canada, for example, is more expensive. So we're somewhere in the middle from what I've heard so far. The only problem is I went in with my paperwork and the doctor said, well, now everything happens online, so I need your employee ID. And I do not have my employee ID yet because the company will only give it to me when I'm officially hired. So that's a little problem that I'm trying to figure out. I've sent them an email asking how should I proceed with this. I'm also still trying to fill in the C1D visa application form because it had like 10 or more different sections with details that you have to put in, and for some of them I had questions, so I asked my agent. And I'm done. Here's the breakdown of what I paid here in Malta, because again, every country is different. So for the general exam, eyes, ear, heart, it was 150. For the drug and alcohol test, it was 35. For the blood tests, 330, and for the x-ray, 75 euros, of course, and that comes to a total of 590 euros. Oh my goodness, but it's worth it. I'm back with an update. So yesterday I received my employee ID, which I was supposed to receive later on in the process, but the doctor told me I needed it. Today I had a little bit of a struggle in finding my way through the website, but then I found it. So the same form I filled in on the hard copy, I also filled it in online. I also sent the doctor a certificate of vaccination that I had done when I was younger. We requested it from my pediatrician. My blood test results are ready. Everything is done for medical. The doctor said he's gonna put everything on the website on Monday and issue my certificate. This is how the website looks like, and I have these options and what I want to access. This is where I'm gonna do my training. I've just logged in on my favorite page. It says that they were reviewed on the 25th and they are all approved. I still have a few to input. I'm uploading the contract. Police clearance done. Now I'm waiting for my medical certificate on Monday and I have to start my training. Hey, it's me in my PJs again. I don't even remember what was the last thing I updated you guys on, but I had a bit of a delay on my medical certificate because I have scoliosis, and so they needed me to see an orthopedic specialist and get a report that I'm fit to dance and to work on a cruise ship. I went to the appointment. The doctor basically checked my mobility, which I have 100% mobility. I'm a full-time dancer, like that's my job. And like honestly, I have more mobility than a normal person who has no scoliosis, like a non-dancer person, you know what I mean? Now the report has been submitted and I'm waiting from my main doctor to get the official medical certificate. Other than that, I just got an email that my personal and contact information have been approved. We're one step closer. So this is the training I have to do. More money, great. All right, let's do it. This is so weird in the additional information. Do you belong to a clan or a tribe? No. Languages I speak. Okay. Then have you traveled to any countries within the last 5 years? Of course I have. Like, do I live under a rock? So I put the main 4 that I lived in, because then it would be too many. Then have you belonged to, contributed to, or worked for any professional, social, or charitable organization? I put Dancers Network, of course. And then all of these are just like, all right, nope. I cannot believe I'm finally at the last stage. Filling in all of these was, oh my god, such a drag. It took so long. Except for the normal procedure with everything I've been showing you so far, unfortunately I had some extra issues. So remember when I said that I was just waiting to get my medical certificate? Unfortunately, this wasn't the case because a lot more happened in order for me to get it. This is a very long story, so I'm gonna try to make it as short as I can, but also giving you guys the details. I have scoliosis, right? And they asked me to see an orthopedic specialist to get a report from him that I'm fit for duty. I got checked. The doctor said he had no doubt that I'm fit for duty. I have full mobility, full flexibility of my back and my body. So he wrote a report. We weren't asked back then to write the exact number of degrees that I have, so we didn't. We sent in the report and they weren't accepting it. They wanted the exact number. It's not an international seafarer regulation, it's only an internal limitation for this specific company. They don't accept people with over a specific number of degrees, and I'm a bit over that number. I talked with my agent about it. We emailed them seeing if there is a possibility to see this on a case-by-case scenario, because the system would automatically just reject me. But they told us they can't do anything, it's up to the system. So I had the orthopedic specialist add the exact number of degrees on his report. I sent it to them and of course I got rejected. I could appeal, so I did. My primary doctor told me to suggest for my medical certificate to be valid for only a year. Normally it's 2 years long, but if I suggested that, then it could be reevaluated at the end of that year. After waiting and waiting, I got an email that my appeal got approved. I got super excited again, like the first time I got the offer. And I talked with my doctor, he also got an email about it. The next day, my agent had obviously emailed them himself to check that everything is okay. And the next day I received a message from him saying, call me when you see this. And I was like, what now? I call him, he says, try to stay calm. We will find a way to deal with the situation. There was a mistake. The company got an email from the medical department that my appeal got rejected. And I got one that said that it got approved. So different answers basically. And they recasted someone else in my position straight away. Of course, now this was beginning of August and the contract was only like 3 weeks away. So obviously they needed to put someone else on it. I was destroyed, devastated. I cried a lot because I had been through so much to get here. And I was just like kind of done, you know? I was like, okay, I'm not going. And I didn't know which one the right answer was. Like if it got rejected, that means I wouldn't have the opportunity to work with the company ever. We figured out that the correct answer was that it got approved. Basically lost my position for no reason. I didn't have a contract anymore, but I still went to my doctor to get my fit certificate, and I still went to my appointment at the embassy to get my C1D visa, because also I thought if I had everything ready, I would have more of a priority kind of in even being urgently casted for something else. Anyway, getting towards the end of this story, from Celebrity, they told my agent that they would try to find me another contract in the future. Again, a lot of waiting. I got offered a contract that would start in the beginning of January. So I was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do. I was gonna stay at my job in Malta for a few more months and then spend Christmas with my family at home. And I was gonna start this contract in the new year. 2 days before my flight to go back to Malta, I received a call from my agent saying that I got offered my original contract back. How crazy is that? From all the possibilities of something else becoming available earlier on, my original contract was available for me. Like, it's meant to be. I'm supposed to be on this contract. This is a job that I've been trying to book for about 2 years. So very, very suddenly, I had to sort out my life and come to Miami for rehearsals. I asked Celebrity to arrive to rehearsals a few days later because obviously it was very last minute. The day I got the contract back was 2 days before it was supposed to start. I'm here. I just missed the first 3 days of rehearsals, but I've already caught up with everything, a little bit by myself and a lot with help from my castmates and our dance captain, and it happened. Never give up. Come to rehearsal. Bye.